Hi, everybody. We are here for a very special episode. We kind of teased this, the last episode? No, the episode before last. But here we are. This is Sad Panda. My name is Shane.
And I'm Andrew.
And we're here for a very special episode of us. What we wanted to do is reorganize the list as to what we think it should be as far as Consequence of Sound's top 100 albums.
Right.
But we're doing the top, 20?
20 right now. We've
20.
gotten through all the way up to Harvest, so.
Yeah, so what we're doing here is we're reorganizing what we think the list should be by our own personal choices.
Right, but using all of the same albums. We're not
exactly.
We're not going to interject with our own stuff yet. Or maybe ever, but
I don't think ever. No,
this is just a reorganization of 100 through 81 so far.
Yeah, how we feel it should have gone.
At least up to this point.
Up to this point.
Right.
For sure. Okay. So Andrew, do you want to do like top 5 each, like each of our top 5s going up to 80? Or do you want to just give me your list and reasonings? And like, we go through your list first, and then we go through my list next.
Interesting.
Or do you want to do 5 and 5?
I think 5 and 5 is good. Starting at the worst to best?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of okay. Let's do that.
Okay, so we'll go from 100 to 90.
81.
80. No, well, I meant 5 at a time.
Oh, right. So 196, then yeah.
Like what yours are, what mine are, and then what we'll do is we can make like a comparison list that we'll post on our on our Facebook and stuff like that.
Sure.
Okay. By we, I mean Andrew will do this.
Sure. I might do that thing that you just dropped on me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I feel like we can agree on the worst album because we've mentioned it many a time.
Yeah, it's Pavement.
It's Pavement.
Yeah.
It's Pavement. Pavement is dog shit.
Yeah, and man, it says a lot because that's my worst album on the list so far, and it's below the hip hop, and that's the stuff that is not my bag at all.
Yeah, no, Pavement was rough. It was so great. Pavement is dog.
It was so bad.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Just the production quality, the quality of man. They didn't play well. They didn't sing well. That's just bad.
The singer was the worst part.
It was so bad.
If you listen to the episode, which you didn't, it's hard to listen to.
Yeah.
Just period.
And, yeah. So,
anyway.
So, alright.
Blah, blah, blah. We've made it apparently clear throughout the entire of our career that Pavement is the worst.
Yeah.
So let's go on to, what's your number 99?
It's gonna be, man, it's College Dropout.
College, I knew it.
Yeah. I thought I didn't think Pavement needed to be on the list at all. So with that being said, College Dropout was its right place. It's not a bad album. He's not a bad artist. It's just not for me.
For sure. I get it. But for me, the 99th is NWA.
Okay.
Because there were only 2 good songs on that album.
Yeah, I get that. That's my number 98.
It's your number 98?
Yeah. It's right after College Dropout. It's just, man, it's just not great. And
wait, hold on. You thought College Dropout was worse than NWA?
I mean, that's where I put it.
Really?
The thing is, okay, so here's the thing. NWA
why?
This is why. NWA had songs that I recognized. And I had heard throughout my life. College Dropout, man, I couldn't.
Jesus Walks?
No, sorry. It's just, maybe if I heard it somewhere, I'd be like, oh, I've heard this before. But at NWA, I could be like, oh, that's Straight Outta Compton. Oh, that's Fuck the Police. Like, I could name songs off the album. So,
but just because of recognition, you think it's better?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Also because of the impact. I think
that's a bad argument.
Okay, but I felt like they started a movement. Or at least they were at least part of the scene that started a movement. And I'm not up to date with current hip hop, but I can look back and be like, oh, NWA influenced today's rappers. But again, I'm not up to date with hip hop, so
who cares? Like, what I think is, like, for me, NWA is just misogynistic nonsense, and they killed a Hispanic man in the beginning of their song.
But
College Dropout at least had a positive message through the most of it.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, Jesus Walks was fun, was a really good song. Was it Family Values?
Sure.
That was a really good song.
Sure. I couldn't sing you a Kanye song, and I could sing you an NWA song. That's where my justification lies. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I've got Pavement, Kanye.
We went to your
right NWA.
Yeah, we went to your 98, right?
Right. So I've got two more.
Okay, go on.
The next is Fear of Music.
Okay.
It just didn't super connect with me.
For sure.
Not sure that they're a terrible band. Not really sure because I haven't looked more into the Talking Heads or anything. Just didn't connect with me. And then my last one is going to be Downward Spiral. It's way down there for me.
Yeah, Downward didn't make it very high on my list.
Dude,
but,
it's just Downward Spiral. Okay, here's the thing. They tried too hard and it wasn't good. They went for that industrial feel and it's been done so much better. I really wanted to like this album and I didn't like much about it at all. That's why it's so low for me.
I get it, and again, I didn't put it very high on mine either, because I do agree. It's that same grindy sound throughout the entire album.
And over. And they just, their songs are so long, so unnecessarily. And Fear of Music kind of left an unforgettable sense with me. I don't remember much about it. It didn't leave an impact, and I feel like anything that's on this list should leave an impact, and it just didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, that's why it's so low on my list. At least I remember Downward Spiral. I don't remember jack shit about Fear of Music. So
fair.
All right, so okay. What are your 100 to 96?
All right, so obviously number 100 is Pavement,
right?
Because duh. NWA is my number 99.
Got it.
They had two good songs. The last song on the album, the dance song, that's the only redeeming quality.
Oh, they also had what's the name of the song? It was on the Tony Hawk.
Express Yourself.
That's what put it over Kanye for me. Express Yourself. That song alone.
Which was a cover of somebody else.
It was, but they did a good job. And
they stole the song. They put the loop in throughout.
Yeah.
That's why it's number 9. Nah, fuck that. Like, you had one good song through the whole thing.
But I love that song.
Outside of that, it's just a matter of misogyny and bullshit.
It is.
I don't, it's fear mongering, like, oh yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah, they were awful people. Anyway, go on.
Anyway, alright, so my number 8 is gonna be Tommy.
Okay.
Cause, fuck that album.
Okay.
I hate that album. Okay. It is so bad. It doesn't do anything for me.
All right.
It's a bunch of shitty people, the musical.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
The music isn't great. Like,
well,
ambitious, yes. Is it good? No.
Well, okay.
No, it wasn't good. It was not good.
Okay.
Pinball Wizard's the only good song.
Sure. Okay.
Number 97 would be Imagine.
Okay. Interesting.
There were some good songs. Over everything, I don't know. I don't have a feel for it. Now I've mentioned I'm not a John Lennon fan.
Right.
At all. And like, I don't know. Okay. Imagine, the song Imagine is good. And then, Cripple Inside.
That was great.
Beyond that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's the only redeeming part of that. That was the only redeeming song.
For sure.
Outside of that, I don't remember. Oh, Yoko, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, it just, there wasn't anything that captured me as a whole. And then my number 96 is gonna be Kill 'Em All.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And I rescind on all the bad things I said about Metallica. It was not, I rated it lower than it should have been because it was better than, these other albums by a bunch.
Yeah, no, I felt like that was going to be low on your list just because you're not a metal fan. So yeah. I get it. I do. It's the same reason both hip hop albums are down there for me.
I get you. Yeah. But it did better than I gave it credit for when I listened to it.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Oh, well. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to 95 to, I hate this weird ass.
95 to 91?
91.
Alright, so, okay. 95 to 91. I've got Either Or.
Okay.
Imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Refused.
Okay.
Clash.
Okay.
Tommy.
Okay. So why in that order? Let's start at the bottom.
Alright, so Either Or. Again, not super resonant with me, but it had some good songs. I like what he's doing. I thought he did a good job with what he had. Just not in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But it was better than some of the other stuff, so, not super memorable. And then we move on to Imagine, and, Crippled Inside was a great song.
Okay.
Crippled Inside was a great song. That's the song for me on that album.
And that's why it's above everything else, just because Crippled Inside?
Honestly,
kind of.
Yeah, because I'd rather listen to that one song than any of the other albums that are below it.
Damn. All right.
Yeah. Sorry about that Either Or. I just don't fucking care.
Fair.
I'm sure there's music that junkies make that I like. There are. The grunge movement was fun, but, I don't know. Even in the grunge movement, I'm not a super huge fan of Nirvana. I much prefer Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
Even though
if you're gonna do heroin, don't be a pussy about it.
Yeah, even though Lane Staley, I said Jerry Cantrell, but because he's still making music. Even though Lane Staley died in the same kind of, he didn't take a shotgun to the face, but he heroin overdose and all that shit. But come on. Come on, Alice in Chains. It's just, come on.
No, for sure.
And then, so Imagine's a decent song. Crippled Inside made me just happy. I just enjoyed it. There's not much else outside of that album. That's why it ended up so low. Refused. Mm-hmm. Kind of didn't expect to enjoy it, and enjoyed it to a point. Still kind of forgettable to me. Not my genre.
Fair.
Clash, same kind of thing, but it just made me realize, I kind of like Britpunk. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, that was a surprising find.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that you liked Refuse less than you liked The Clash.
Clash was just more memorable.
As far as our punk stretch went,
yeah,
I'm surprised you liked that more than Refuse.
It's just more memorable. London's Burning and shit like that, or London's Calling or whatever, but
that wasn't on the album.
Oh, they had one of those. They had that party song that was like because they have a whole album called London's Calling, but London's Burning was the song on that album.
Oh, London's Burning.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, London's Burning. Yes.
I thought that was a lot of fun. That was great fun. Just fucking drinking song, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
It was memorable. And then Tommy tops out at my 91. Because
why?
Man, Pinball Wizard has some crazy nostalgia for me. Because I've heard that song since I was a kid, and it's a great fucking song. But also Gypsy Queen, just did it for me. I love that song. Fucking loved it. It got real weird. This album just got real fucky, and in a bad way. Like, but at the same time, you've got to understand, like, man, the impact of Pete Townsend with the Who, like, fuck, man, like, he started the whole cutting your fucking speakers up to get more distortion and destroying your guitars on stage was more of a stage act, but like, man.
You know what? The Who album that's good is way down the list.
It is, and we'll get there.
This is not there.
I know.
This is not it though.
But they also introduced the idea of like a rock opera, and man, so this is innovative. This album is fucking innovative. The Who was innovative. And I just have an appreciation. So, I mean, they only got up halfway up my list, but man, there's some good songs on here. And there's not just Pinball Wizard, but there's Gypsy Queen, and I thought that was really good. And those are about the two best songs on the album, and outside of that.
And Fiddle About, right?
How Fiddle About, man. Man,
it's this whole album.
It's so creepy.
That album's dog shit. It's so terrible.
I don't think it's dog shit. I think it's horse shit. It's real close.
I think it was ambitious.
But
it's ambitious, but it's not. But it didn't do anything.
But I disagree. I think it was super. I think at the time it was super inspirational to a whole lot of people. And this whole idea of the rock opera, I don't know if it's been done before. Maybe it has, and I'm giving it more praise than it deserves. But it's an interesting idea, and it's innovative. And I think this band is, and I think this album is. And there's some interesting elements there. And it's not like Slanted and Enchanted where it's just produced like dog shit also. They put some fucking work into it. And it does show. Just, man, it falls short. So that's why it's in the bottom half.
It was the first rock opera, I'll give you that. And that's why I say it's ambitious. However, even like,
it's still in my bottom half. Like, I'm not saying it's great.
Fair. I just fucking hate Tommy. There's nothing good. Like, there's no, like, good person in that album.
No, there's not.
Except for that one girl who, like, tried to fucking do good. Like, wanted to fucking be with Tommy, and then she ends up in a fucking busted ass relationship.
Right.
It sucks.
Right. Yeah, no, there's not. Everybody depicted
is a piece of shit.
Is a gigantic piece of shit, and I will give you that.
Anyway, moving forward.
All right, what's so your 95 to 91? What's up?
Alright, so 95 is Downward Spiral.
Okay.
Then I have Fear of Music.
Okay.
Then The Clash.
Got it.
Then Wish You Were Here.
Oh, interesting.
And then Refused.
Okay, so I can get behind 4 out of 5 of those. Why is Wish You Were Here in your bottom 10? You're just not a fan?
No, I mean, I'm a fan of Pink Floyd. It didn't feel like, I don't know, for me, that wasn't, it was short, and it had, like, good songs, like, I liked the message it did, but as far as a Pink Floyd album goes, it wasn't, I don't know, it kind of felt meh.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it just, like, I get why they wrote the album, but for me, meh. Like, of course, alright, so Downward Spiral for sure. Well, let's start at the bottom.
Okay.
So Downward Spiral, I think, was just a hair above Kill 'Em All. Still kind of blasé.
Okay.
Like, I liked what, he was doing.
Okay.
But, you know, it was a little too long-winded, he was doing too much with not enough. I don't know. He tried to do too much. And I agree with you on that.
Yeah, he overstretched. He had an interesting concept and just overstretched it. I get that.
You could have tightened everything up a little bit, and it would have given you like 10 more points for me.
Yeah.
But I did like Fear of Music over that because it was interesting. It was varied.
Yeah, it was
like nothing was like it was so different that it made it interesting to me.
Okay,
because there was a lot going on sound wise and style wise and things like that. So that's why I put it over that. The Clash, I'd say, was better just because it's a raw, grungy album.
Yeah,
but it's pure in what it is.
Well, I feel like, man, I honestly felt like the Clash did what Slanted and Enchanted wanted to do. They had limited resources but they fucking pulled it off. God damn.
But again, this was, Pavement did this 20 years later, 25 years later.
Which exactly. So why did they do such a horrible fucking job of it?
I don't know. Fuck them. They're at the end.
Yeah.
Fuck them. But I liked I liked the Clash for it being raw and just you know, I don't know. She's in love with the rock and roll world. Like it was pump up fun music.
Right.
And they did that well.
Yeah, they did.
They did it really well.
I agree.
They did it well. For what the resources they had, like, especially, like, recording in their grandma's apartment and shit like that. Like, they just made that shit happen and it sounded, I don't know, but they had ambition and they lived that punk lifestyle.
For sure.
And it was, I liked it because of what it was.
Okay.
Wish You Were Here, I put it there because it feels like a lackluster Pink Floyd album.
Okay.
Like, it is a Pink Floyd album, and it is, like...
There's gonna be there's gonna be better Pink Floyd albums.
There's better, and the reason, you know, and they did write a lot of this just for Sid.
Yeah.
Because he was so far gone and things like that, and I get that. So this is like a love letter to them.
And that's why I thought it would make it higher up your list, because I thought you connected with that more.
I do. I think it's a great album. However, I don't think it deserves to be on the list. However, there's a lot better stuff on here.
Okay.
Because Pink Floyd has done better albums, and I know they do.
For sure.
However, as far as this list goes, I don't want to listen to that album.
For sure.
More than I would to the next one, Refused.
Right.
Refused, I liked a lot. It's in your face. I don't like what they're saying a lot, because they're super against, they're just, I don't like their message, but what they do is done really, really well. As far as...
Sorry. This is the album that's very anti-establishment?
For sure.
Okay.
But you forget but for me, like, I like that what they did was they thought, what is the future of punk to come?
Oh, that's right.
So they had that, like, jazz stuff. They had, like, they did, like, what would punk be in the future?
That's right.
And they tried to do different styles, and this is what, I feel like this is what the origin of emo is.
Yeah.
Because they did so many different things with what punk should sound like. They had, like, a surfer rock punk song.
That's right.
Like, the heavy jazz stuff. They had all kinds of, like, varied styles.
Told you, man. Forgettable for me. That's why it was so low.
Well, for me, it made, well...
You just reminded me of a bunch of shit, and that's why I don't know. Anyway, go on.
That's my 91, and I gotta pee. Alright. Alright, so it's your turn to move on. We're going on to, from number 90 to 86. So what's your number 90, buddy?
All right, so 90 to 86, we're going to go Siamese Dream, Wish You Were Here, Kill 'Em All,
Okay.
Paul's Boutique,
Okay.
Mothership.
All right. Well, what is your reasoning for those?
Okay, so Siamese Dream, I'm familiar with a few of those songs, right? And but I'm just not a huge fan of the Smashing Pumpkins. But this has more nostalgia and enjoyment than everything else on the list so far. Wish You Were Here. Fuck, man, I don't know. I enjoy this album.
It's a pretty album.
It is. It's so fucking pretty. So, I don't know. It's not necessarily, I don't know. It's also, there's also some nostalgia there. I've heard a bunch of these songs before and I just like the album.
I'm surprised that that's so low on your list.
Really?
Siamese Dream? Yeah. I thought it'd be a little higher. I thought it'd be up there with,
I thought it'd be higher. Nah, man, there's so many better albums on this list. Siamese Dream's not that great. It's okay. That's why it's in the middle. It's okay.
Okay.
Wish You Were Here it's okay, but it's got more nostalgia factor. Kill 'Em All comes next, and man, I bought this album when I was in high school, and I fucking, it wasn't the right Metallica album for me at the time, but I grew into it, and the impact of Metallica, this is their first studio album, right? Their first release as an album, and it's speed metal for the sake of speed metal is really what it is. There's not like some huge theme here. It's speed metal for the sake of speed metal. But it inspired like fucking Kirk Hammett and James God damn it.
Hetfield?
James Hetfield, thank you. Fuck. James Hetfield. Kurt came in the middle of this, but James Hetfield he's such an inspiration to metal players everywhere. Kirk Hammett's actually, honestly, kind of a douche.
Yeah.
But James Hetfield is such an inspiration for the entire metal genre that, how do you not, I get why this album's here. It's not the best Metallica album by any stretch of the imagination, but fuck, man, it's their origin. And it's them fucking putting their chops out, and goddamn, man, it's just good. Plus, James, not only on the guitar, but his vocals are fantastic. He's a great fucking metal singer. So that's why it makes the top half of my list. But it's also not an amazing album. It's good, but it's not.
It's really not. That's why I don't know. I mean, I get why you put it that high, cause I'm
a metal guy.
Fanboy.
I mean, I'm not, but I am.
You kind of are. You're the metal resident. If the two of us were the metal guy. Yeah. For sure.
So then is Paul's Boutique, which edged out Kill 'Em All.
Okay, alright, why did that one get higher than all the other hip hop albums?
Because it's a better album. It's just better. The lines are more clever. The music is better. I don't know, I'm white, and I relate to the white Jewish kids from fucking Brooklyn. Even though I'm a white dude from Texas. I don't know, it's just a better album. It's also way more familiar to me than College Dropout. Like, way more. Or Straight Outta Compton, for that matter. Like, I mean,
more so because,
dude, hey ladies, come on. Like,
hey ladies.
Dude, it's just, oh, my bad.
I get it. I'm just trying to twist your nuts, man.
Dude, it's just,
So here's my question. Okay, so Mothership outdid Paul's Boutique.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, well.
What's the difference between Paul's Boutique and Mothership?
Okay,
what made that? What was it for you that put Mothership over Paul's Boutique?
Yeah, so Mothership is the next one. Paul's Boutique was a lot of fun. I mean, dog, like Eggman and Hey Ladies and I don't know, but outside of that, like, I mean, Shake Your Rump was fun, but I mean, outside of that, it's not the album for me. Mothership, I'll put funk over hip hop every day of the week. Straight up, I like the genre of music better. I like funk better than I like hip hop. 100%.
Yeah.
And Mothership is the first, and I don't know if there's more funk on this list. I'm honestly not sure. I don't remember. But they did great. This album just, God damn it. This album is just, fucking great. I don't know really how else to put it. Fucking Parliament. They did a really, really fucking good job. And, like, Handcuffs. Oh, man. Handcuffs.
That was what I was waiting for. It's just the word handcuffs. Cause I knew, yeah.
Dude.
Cause
such a good song.
Handcuffs.
Give Up the Funk is familiar. Everybody's heard that. Dude, that super fragilistic song, the super groovelistic song.
Super groovelistic.
So much fun. Yeah. Dude, this whole album is just fun. And the Beastie Boys album, I don't know, it's good, but it's not as much fun as this.
Okay. I'm not trying to knock your list, I'm just asking why. That's all.
No, it's just, it's great. I love everything about this album.
Yeah. Me too. Alright. So for me, you're not gonna like what's gonna happen next. My number 90 is Physical Graffiti.
Okay.
And then my number 89 is College Dropout.
Okay.
Then Either Or.
Yep.
And stop me if you heard this one. Paul's Boutique.
Mm-hmm.
Then Mothership.
I'm honestly surprised that some of those are not in your top 5.
Paul's Boutique and Mothership, for both of us, are on the same number.
Oh. Okay.
They both lined up, like, in the exact order.
So why did Mothership beat Paul's Boutique out for you?
Dog, funk.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah.
Funk over. Look, I love the Beastie Boys. I grew up with that album, but man, P-Funk, make my funk the P-Funk.
Yeah.
Yo, I wants to get funked up.
Oh, me too, man. Me too. That album was so much fun for me.
I wants to get funked up. I do have to say Physical Graffiti, it's a good Zeppelin album. It did have a lot of good songs, but for me, it's so much, I felt like so much, it didn't feel like a very concise album. Like, especially since they went, fuck it, make a double album, let's throw all other stuff.
You're right, it's not concise at all, because they did do that.
And it's not, I mean, it's good, but damn, it's A, long, and B, I don't remember, I forget more songs than I remember.
Okay.
I remember Yarber Arn, I remember that weird song that he sang at his daughter's birthday that was about sex. I remember, Look at Cheetah. They had Houses of the Holy, the song Houses of the Holy. The song that was not on the actual album.
I know. It's not a Zeppelin. I get it. I really do.
It's eclectic. It's very eclectic, but not to say that it's not good. It's just eclectic, and it's very long, and there are some forgettable songs.
Yeah.
College Dropout, I think, is one of the best hip hop albums out there. This is Kanye West's first fucking album that he produced himself, and he had so many people on there. There were so many good things happening. He talked about social issues like, people can't pay for college.
Right.
Fucking, I don't know, just the social issues he addressed, like Jesus Walks, like, it's so good. The album itself is so good. Then I go to Either Or.
Right.
Cause I'm a fucking...
You're a huge Elliott Smith fan, yeah.
Sappy. Yeah, I'm a sappy fucking poet. And Either Or it's a really good album. It's dark, it's bleary, and it's so, I don't know.
No, I get it.
I love Either Or.
I get it. I mean, honestly, dude, I'm not mad about it. I'm not surprised either. I'm honestly surprised Physical Graffiti is so far up your list because it's not your genre, and I get that.
It's not, but it impressed me. Like, it really impressed, because I didn't grow up with Led Zeppelin. Right. Like, even when we were talking about it, like, I thought the Kashmir, I talked about the goddamn Puff Daddy song that I fucking liked more than I fucking, yeah, so like, I was very impressed with that album. And then even like the bluesy stuff they do at the end of the album, like that was really, I didn't know they did that. And then even, my favorite song on that album is Yarborough Arm, and that's a 2.5 minute song. It's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah,
anyway.
Dude.
And then I go to Paul's Boutique, cause duh.
I mean, yeah.
And then Mothership, and then we talked about Mothership. Alright. So, with that being said, what's your top seeds?
So I'm kind of thinking maybe 5 through 1, maybe we go back to back, 5, 5, 4, 4, or do you want to still keep the same thing?
Oh, no. Let's do 5 and 5 and let's talk about why. I like that.
So number 5 for me is going to be Off the Wall, Michael Jackson.
Off the Wall is number 5?
It is.
Damn, dog.
Yeah, I love this album. I do. This can be said for the top 5. I love these albums. Actually, it can be said for the top 6. Mothership fits in here too.
Yeah, Mothership, you're into. Yeah, for sure. I'd even go back to Paul's Boutique.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, but Paul's Boutique's there for a reason. Like, no, you're there. Like, you're like the first alternate.
Right.
Like
100%, yes.
If you go to state, let's say you're in a soccer team, you have like a first alternate.
That's the best analogy. You are the first alternate. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're first alternate. Like, if we need somebody, just in case somebody falls out, you're first alternate. You get to go with us just in case shit.
So, Off the Wall is my number 5.
Why?
I agree that it should probably be higher, but my personal taste gets in the way. I love Michael Jackson. I love this album. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough is, oh, holy shit, it's such a good song. Rock With You.
No, fuck that. Get on the floor and dance with me.
Oh man. Such a good song. Like this is pretty early Michael, and it's amazing. It is amazing. And it probably should be higher, but my personal taste gets in the way. I'm just not as into pop as I am into other genres.
Yeah. No, I get why it's there. It's just, damn.
I know. It probably deserves to be higher, but it's just not. So what's your number 5?
I thought it'd be higher. Alright, my number 5 is Siamese Dream.
Wow. Alright.
Yeah, no, surprised me too. It's a really good album. Like, everything that they did, like, I love the idea of, this is a very well-composed album. It's thought out. Like, there's nothing outside of like one or two songs. This album's solid, like, and it does such a good job.
It is.
At being not only grungy.
Yeah.
Which we talked about, but no, it's not grunge. It's fucking prog rock. It's fun prog rock, and it has one of the best fuck you breakup songs. Please and thank you. And it's very pretty. But yeah, so that'd be my number 5. All right, so what's your number 4?
My number 4 is going to be Midnight Vulture.
Damn. All right.
Man, I was not as familiar with Beck going into this, and I'm still not. I am not as familiar with Beck as you are. Beck made it into my top 5, having never heard this album. I had heard a couple of songs off of it, but the same can be said for Imagine, which was number 15 or 14 for me. The same can be said for Tommy, which is number 11. The same can be said for Straight Outta Compton, which is 18. I had heard some of these songs before. God damn, I love Beck. Beck Radio has become one of my Spotify stations because he's so good. Like, I knew I liked Beck, but until listening to this album intently, I didn't realize I love Beck. He's so good. I wish you had been more, yes, because you'd always had Beck playing somewhere in the mix, and I'm like, yeah, this is great. And I can't remember a time of you introducing me to a new Beck song where I'm like, yeah, this is great. Well, I can't remember a time when I didn't do that. I fucking love this album. Everything about this album. Fucking Nicotine and Gravy, Sex Laws. Dude, the whole fucking album. Mixed Business. Fucking Deborah.
Deborah.
Oh, Deborah. I fucking took it upon myself to learn this 2-chord song. And it's only 2 chords. It's great. It's so simple. It's so awfully written, but it's so amazing. I fucking love Deborah. Ah, man.
Yeah. I have a new manager. Her name's Deborah, and I want to fucking tell her. I'm going to sing that song to her so bad.
I don't understand how you don't sing it every goddamn day.
Cause it's not about Deborah.
No, it's not. Deborah's the sister.
That's the whole point. It's Jenny.
Yeah, I know.
Jenny, he's talking about Jenny and Deborah. I think her name's Deborah.
And your sister too. I think her name's Deborah. I fucking love it, dude. It's such a good song. And it's,
cause if I sing to my manager, I wanna get with you.
And your sister.
HR.
Dude, I know it's the throwaway song on his album, but it's so fucking good. It's the best song. It might be the best song he's ever written. I don't know, cause I'm not that familiar with Beck, but it's, in my eyes, it's the best song he's ever written. It's so good.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Alright.
No, Midnight Vulture's hell of an album.
Yeah.
Alright, so my number 4 is gonna be Harvest.
Okay. I'm glad this made it into your top 5.
Yeah, no, it's a great album.
Yeah, it is.
The only reason it's not higher is because I don't like A Man Needs a Maid. I think it's whiny.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's kind of whiny, and it's kind of, that one, and there's another song that I just didn't appeal to me.
Okay.
But, for the most part, this album's fucking great.
It is.
And, no, just Neil Young knocked it out of the fucking park.
Ain't Neil Young something?
He is a something. He did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
And I love that album.
Yeah.
And I had very little introduction to him outside of my uncle Fred playing songs that I didn't know it was on literally this album.
Yeah. I gotta say it's a good transition because Harvest is my number 3.
Harvest is your number 3?
It is.
Yeah. I had a hunch.
Dude, super familiar. For about half the album was familiar to me. And, the other half was like the orchestra stuff, which just fucking took me on a ride. Because I was like, man, I know I love this album. Like, I know I've heard this album, but I can't remember there being the fucking London Orchestra being involved. Because I was a kid. And, man, it's just, I grew up with these songs, and I've always loved them. And then on top of that, you add a whole bunch of stuff. And, I mean, come on. Needle and the Damage Done? that song is probably top 5 of this whole list. It's so good.
I'd agree.
It's so good.
That is,
and I mean,
that is a great song.
Old Man, Heart of Gold, those are his chart toppers, and those are really good. They're amazing songs. I grew up with those. And then you've just got a whole bunch of other like folk stuff, like you've got Alabama and you've got Harvest and you've got out on the Weekend, and like I don't know, and then there's some other like orchestra shit in there that's, I mean, I get it. A Man Needs a Maid. Yeah, it wasn't really my favorite song either. That's kind of the throwaway song of the album, but the rest of this album is fucking amazing. And
it's solid.
And it's something that I also just means a lot to me because it's an album that I grew up with that my dad owns, and you know that means it's close to me. So,
right on. I got you.
So, what's your number 3?
Sure. My number 3 is going to be Midnight Vultures.
Fuck yes, whoa. So our 3 and 4 are just switched.
Yeah, I think our top 5 are pretty close. I think
pretty close.
Outside of My Siamese Dream, everything.
Yeah, and my number 2, which we'll get to.
I already know what it is. But yeah, no, Midnight Vultures. I'm sure,
but
we gushed over Midnight Vultures. It's fucking phenomenal. It's fucking phenomenal.
It's so good.
It's so fucking good. Like it's like,
honestly, the only reason Harvest beat Midnight Vultures for me was the nostalgia factor. Otherwise, I put them on the same plane as they're amazing. This is such a good album.
Yeah.
For sure. I can listen to this album over and over and over and over again. And I can do the same with Neil Young. Yeah. I can do the same with all 5 of these top 5. So.
Oh, for sure. Like, I completely agree. Alright, so let's go to your number 2, which
Physical Graffiti.
Yeah, it's Physical Graffiti. Yeah.
Come on, Led Zeppelin, dog. It's Led Zeppelin.
It's your jam. Yeah, for sure.
It is. Trampled Underfoot. Come on.
I forgot about Trampled Underfoot. Dog. That's a fucking good out. That's a good song.
I know it is. It's an amazing song. Cashmere, it's so recognizable. Mm-hmm. Custard Pie has like the line of the album. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. Dog, there's just so much good here. There's so much. Custard Pie, or I just said that. Boogie with Stu is this weird thing that just happened.
It was a weird thing.
But it's, I don't know.
It worked. Fun. It was fun, like, organically.
How's the Whole is great. I mean, dude, there's just so much here. There's so much here that's great blues. There's not a lot of blues on this list. It's gonna be at my top all the way through this list. Spoiler alert, when we reorganize the next ones, this is gonna be near the top because...
Yeah. We're gonna have to readjust as we go on, but as of right now, this is what it is.
Dude, Night Flight? Oh.
I didn't like Night Flight.
Okay, but Trampled Underfoot, you gotta agree with me there, like...
No, I gave it to you. Dog. No, it's good.
Plus, I thought that Cashmere was the GoldenEye N64 song for the longest time.
That did fuck me up. Dude,
it's the same song. It's gotta be.
It is.
Alright, but anyway, I'm a Zeppelin. Dude, I love Zeppelin. This is gonna be cream of the crop for me all the way up. I fucking love Zeppelin. And I'm a blues guy. How can I not? Jimmy Page is just, man, he's one of the best goddamn guitarists that's ever lived. And so this is gonna be up there for me.
Yeah.
What's your number 2?
All right, hold on. Well, let me get another beer. Hold on. You gushed a little too hard. I need to quench real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I being, this album just made me squirt. What can I say? So what's your number 2, Bubba? Or are you not back yet?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, well sit the fuck back down. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is, of course, Off the Wall.
Of course.
'Cause it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
It's fucking fantastic. It's the perfect album for what it meant to be.
You're not wrong. It really is.
It executed 100% of it being what it wanted to be. 1,000% it did that.
Yeah, dude, this is essential Michael Jackson.
This is what made Michael become Michael.
Right.
This is like, here's my dick on the table. Boom. Now what are you gonna, what are you feeling? What do you think now? And then it launched his entire career.
Yeah.
Because he had that goddamn great producer. Everything on this album is on fucking point. Outside of that stupid fucking Paul McCartney song.
No, man,
which again, if I'm gonna take your woman, girlfriend, I wanna be your boyfriend, I'm gonna tell your boyfriend. Like, if Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, either one, wrote that song to you, get the fuck out of here. You got no chance, dog. I know I talked about it then, but I'm gonna say it now, and I still believe it. You had no chance.
I'm right there with you. This album is, man, this album's a fucking 10. The reason it didn't make my top 3 is because of genre. It's straight up. I like the blues better, so I like Zeppelin better.
For sure, but Get on the Floor and Dance with Me, oh my god, like that song has...
I know.
That invaded my head for like days, I couldn't get it out of my fucking head for weeks.
I know.
Alright, so... I'm
number one.
Gushing. We both agree? Of course.
We both
Don't
agree.
Be stupid.
It's Yellow Brick Road.
Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah.
Don't be fucking stupid. That's the best album. That's the best album on this list so far, for sure.
Dude, by a lot.
A lot.
Man, Michael Jackson, you're a 10, but this is an 11. Zeppelin for me is a 10, but this is an 11. I mean, it's, man. Oh, dude. I mean, can I just say, this is prematurely busting our load, but All the Girls Love Alice. Come on.
It's the perfect song. It's a perfect song.
It is. It's amazing. When you talk about getting stuck in your head, holy shit. This song is,
a lot. Mm-hmm.
To this day, this pops up in my head every week. I fucking love this. Sister can't twist, but she can rock and roll. It's a great song.
Or the,
Benny and the Jets was introduced with this album. Come on.
What was that? Good night. I don't have that pulled up. What was the
Dirty Little Girl? Fantastic song.
I know, that's actually a good one. That was
Man, it has one of the lines of the album, something about an oyster. That's great.
The country one.
Oh, What is the country wrong? Roy Rogers?
No, not Roy. I mean, Roy Rogers was there, but no,
Social Disease? Cause Social Disease was amazing.
That one. Social Disease.
I'm a social disease.
Yeah. That one.
Amazing song. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some songs in this album that aren't amazing Jamaica Jerk Off.
Well, that's the only one that's not great for me. This song has no title. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like, such a good song. I've seen that movie too. Sweet Painted Lady.
Sweet Painted Lady with that like he's got a French boy tied up.
That French fucking like.
Oh man. Yeah. This, of the list we've encountered, this is the most perfect songs. The album, I've gotta say, the album is not perfect. I think Off the Wall is a more perfect album. I think Physical Graffiti is a more perfect album. I think because this has like Jamaica Jerk Off and like, I don't know, there's a couple of things I don't really remember, like Harmony, but it's just a step above.
I disagree for a plethora of reasons.
The composure of this album, the way he composes, the way he writes, is just a step above everything else. Everything else on the top 5, this is just a step above because of what Elton John did. The way he writes and composes.
He did every song on this album is varied. It's a different style. There's a different tone. everything on this album is different and it's done fucking well.
Yeah,
There's a different style for every song. Funeral for a Friend and Love Lies Bleeding? Holy shit! That's like Pink Floyd level fucking like...
It sure is,
crazy fucking like that. Candle in the Wind, fucking great song. Fucking...
Yeah.
Oh my god, like every song on here is a different style and it's done fucking, it's executed damn near perfect, if not perfect.
Here's the thing, the bad songs on this album are better than the good songs on a lot of the other albums on this list.
What's a bad song? Jamaica Jerk Off is the only bad song on this album.
It's awful. I don't like Jamaica Jerk Off. It's, man, it was written out of spite. And I don't feel like that's where Elton John's strong suit is, and it shows. It's not a good song. Every other song on this album is better than most of the albums on this list.
Most of the songs on the album? Yeah.
No. I'm saying every other song in this album is better than most of the albums on the list so far. Aside from maybe the top 5. Well, aside from like the top, maybe the top 10. But like, man, All the Girls Love Alice is a better song than,
all of NWA?
Yeah, by a lot than most of the albums on the list. Except for maybe like the top 5 to 10, depending on how you arrange them. It's just, man, he's great. What do you say? He's fucking great. He's a goddamn knight for a reason.
True. Yeah. But it kills me that he's so low on this list, and this is the only Elton John album on the list.
Well, I
have like 85 or 80, 84, 85, something like that.
Something like that. I have a distinct feeling that this, when we do our reorganization, this is going to jump be
up a bunch.
Yeah.
This might be in like the 20s or 30s.
This might be top 10.
And then possibly we'll get there. We'll get there.
But I don't know. I'm not that familiar with this list, so maybe something else will blow me out of the water the way this did.
All I'm saying is that he is the literally Goodbye Yellow Brick gold standard.
Yeah.
So every album is this better than Yellow Brick Road? Okay, then it's not a 10.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. Everything I consider everything in our respective top 5s to be like our 10s, right? I'll even say top 6 because Mothership is up there.
Yeah.
But,
Paul's or...
I thought Mothership was you and I might have switched those, but I thought Paul's Mothership was our number 6, respectively.
Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is Mothership and 7 is Paul's Boutique.
Right, for both of us.
So, yeah.
So I don't know.
6 and 7, yeah.
But I think our top 5 are our respective 10s, right? Like, so far, the top 20 albums of this list, or the bottom 20, I should say, these are our 10s. This is our standard, because they're slightly different, but for the most part, they're pretty close.
I think Yellow Brick Road is the 10.
It is.
That's the only 10.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So now I feel like going forward, the question is, does this album beat Yellow Brick Road?
I'm not sure anything will, to be perfectly honest.
I don't either. We're not there yet. But join us, listener, on our adventure to see who will beat Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Right. Yeah. Let's find out.
Let's go on an adventure together.
We will. Though, Brack.
But yeah, so I wrote down all the things, so I will post that on our things and stuff. I'll give it to Andrew to do, because I don't know how to do stuff.
I'll include it in the description or the comments or some shit like that when we post this episode. You'll have already seen that by the time we're even mentioning it, so this is stupid, but hey.
No, I was gonna wait for you to publish this and then we can do it at the same time.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have anything else to say about I'm surprised this went out to over an hour.
Well, I just challenge everybody, all of our listeners, I challenge you to disagree, agree. Let us know what you think. Have you listened to all the albums? You probably didn't. But if you did, compare it to us. Like, what do you think? Why do you think, tell us what you think.
Are we wrong?
I'd love to, yeah. Oh, we're definitely wrong.
Tell us about it. Tell us why we're wrong.
Let us know why we're wrong. Do you agree with Andrew? Because if you do, you're stupid, because I'm right.
I mean, Shane thinks he's more intellectual, but we both have degrees. It's okay.
Now.
Tell us why Yellow Brick Road isn't number one, because it is, and you're wrong.
That one, I will fight you. I will fucking come to your house with a knife and stab you on your fucking porch. However, if I will openly do any argument with whatever you think.
Tell us why Pavement isn't the worst thing since the plague.
Good Lord.
That's what I want to hear. I want to hear the arguments for
Pavement. That's what I want. I want somebody to defend Pavement.
I do too. Is Pavement a good band? Tell us why they're not awful. Give us an album to look at that's actually good. If you're like, well, this is their best album, then you're fucking wrong. But give us some reasons. Why are they?
Long story short, defend your argument.
Yeah.
Please and thank you. However,
I want an argument and then supporting points. That's how it works.
I would like a PowerPoint presentation.
No, don't do that.
with charts and graphs about why the fuck you're still wrong. Anyway, anything else you have to say about what what you think about my list?
No, I think we're two different people and we have two different lists, and it's all right.
You're right. No, you're absolutely, and I respect you for thinking that. But you're stupid to think Tommy is that fucking high. That's crazy. But anyway, thank you, dear listener. If you listen to this long, please reach out to us. We would love to hear your comments and thoughts. And if you haven't been listening, if you haven't been playing along at home, now's the time to start and make your own list. You can play along. Anyway, thank you for listening. And this has been Sad Panda. You can find us on Facebook, Stitcher. I don't remember the other thing Andrew says, but reach out to us on Facebook or SoundCloud maybe. Nope. I don't know. Nope, not SoundCloud. That's not
like
a thing we do.
Like the one place we aren't.
That's not the place where you find us. But you can find us on the things, social media, anywhere at Sad Panda Presents, and yes, I think that's everything. Well, anyway, thank you for listening, and goodbye.
Bye, folks. Love you.